This video is intended to help you with your visit to Angkor Wat and the surrounding region when you are faced with budgetary and/or time constraints. Along with Luang Prabang, Borobudur, Bagan, Bangkok, and Halong Bay, Angkor is on everyone's must-see list while visiting the region. If your primary interests are to see the main attractions and experience unique cultural events, this is a do-it-yourself guide. The Angkor region lies in the outskirts of Siem Reap in the center of Cambodia. To visit Angkor, you would either fly into the Siem Reap International Airport or bus into the city from Bangkok, Thailand, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, or from the Cambodian capital, Phnom Penh. The first thing you'll want to do after settling into your hotel or guest house is to decide how you'll be touring the Angkor temples. The ancient city has far more on display than the world's largest religious structure. The most popular way to see the sights is by tuk-tuk. They come in a variety of styles and sizes, and depending on your negotiating skills, cost from $15 per day on up. If you are more adventurous, a scooter at about $7 per day is a good alternative. Be very careful of traffic, especially during the peak season. Cambodian drivers are reckless and generally don't obey traffic laws, so taking to the streets on your own can feel like a death-defying feat. If you decide on a tuk-tuk, make sure the vehicle is in good shape and the driver speaks intelligible English. Miscommunications can be problematic. If you're a history buff or are interested in the more intricate details about Angkor, you'll want to bring a well-trained guide along at $30 to $40 for the day. Without expert guidance, Lonely Planet and other guidebooks provide details about each important temple. Start your tour of Angkor in the morning, the earlier the better, to avoid the midday heat. It is a 20-minute ride from central Siem Reap to the Angkor entrance. There are two primary circuits for visiting the region. The inner circuit contains the most significant sites and can be extensively toured in one day. I recommend doing the circuit counterclockwise, viewing Angkor Wat at the end of the tour. The first tour stop is Ta Prohm, over here. The temple was built by Angkor's most prominent king, Chayavaraman VII, in the 12th century. The temple is known for the trees growing out of its ruins and was a location for scenes in the original Lara Croft Tomb Raider and other Hollywood movies. Returning to your tuk-tuk, you may choose to make additional stops at the less important temples of Banteay Dai and Chao Se Tavoda on the way to Angkor Thom. There are 5 nearly identical entrances to Angkor Thom. The 2-square-mile walled-in territory was formerly used to house the Angkor King's palace. The palace, along with the surrounding wooden structures, are long gone. What remains are ancient temples and ruins. The first sight you'll encounter inside the walls is the Elephant Terrace, where the king sat and watched performances of dancers and battling elephants. Also within Angkor Thom is the magnificent Bayon Temple. Built during King Chayavaraman's reign, Bayon displays 216 giant faces of Buddha, which some claim to be Chayavaraman himself. Leave yourself plenty of time to explore the outside drawings as well as the temple sculptures. After visiting Bayon, the sun is well up, so it's a good time to take a break. I'd recommend returning to the city, having a lengthy lunch, and hopping into a pool if one is available. Set out for Angkor between 3 and 4. It is best to view Angkor Wat in the late afternoon when shadows are falling from the west. Being the largest religious monument, up close, Angkor Wat is an awe-inspiring experience. There's a reflecting pool immediately in front of the main entrance. Standing in front of the pool on the left provides the best view of the temple's 5 towers and is most popular for taking selfies. Angkor Wat usually completes the tour of the ancient region. Your nighttime activities will most likely be centered around Pub Street, a district closed off to motorized traffic, housing countless restaurants, bars, and tourist venues. Street foods include tarantulas and a broad assortment of insects and reptiles. If you're less adventurous, I'd recommend fish amok, the national dish of coconut curried minced fish in mint leaves. Some restaurants exhibit traditional Khmer dancers. The night market is nearby, offering Khmer silk and precious gemstones at remarkably low prices, along with a vast assortment of Cambodian arts and crafts. Also popular are Cambodian massages, foot massages for the weary traveler to full-body oil massages, all at costs that are typically less than $10 per hour. The activities and sites I've listed are just the tip of the iceberg. Google a specific temple or activity for more information. I hope this video was helpful.